moved here in '79, I did my solo act at the time. I'm trying to remember where the stage was. I know the stage, the big stage, I believe, was right here. And we played for $50 and a beer.
Well, that hasn't changed.
No, the ceilings would be cool. I'm so glad you guys reopened this place. At 16, I got my first international gig. I got asked to play with my little band, which was kind of a Herb Alperty kind of thing, at the Montreal World's Fair in '67.
Wow.
So we spent a week up there and supported myself during college, because the deal with my parents was, we'll match you dollar for dollar. For 2 years, I played strip clubs in Hartford. For a circuit where these, comedians and dancers and stuff, they would be in Baltimore one night and Syracuse the next, and then Hartford the next, and then we made friends with some of the dancers that would come through. Most of them were poor old things, just trying to hold it together and support their families. But a couple, foxy ones would. Hey! So, but that's as close to being on stage with no clothes as I got. When we started the Max Creek Band in '71, kind of musicologically interested in finding little ditties that, unless you're a real folky purist, most of the hippies didn't hear the stuff like that. As that band began to get more popular and expand, I wanted to do more, the Gary Davis, John Hurt, that kind of stuff. I really liked the idea of the fingerstyle guitar. I just got tired of strumming rhythm. I parted ways with them in the late '70s. Primarily did solo stuff until I moved back here. That's right. Then in the early '90s, I started a band called Tamboura. Conch shell in the Caribbean is called a tutu, and I've kind of devolved from the trumpet to play the conch shell now. But it's been so much fun. When I first started going there, and of course the West Indies is Afrocentric culture, and so it tends to be more community-oriented than individual-oriented. A whole lot of community support for the nation, much like the Berkshires. I'm a singing on a way, 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 oh. Oh, no, way, 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 way. Well, I raised my head and I set my sail. In the eyes of the storm in the belly of the wind. The first ones, the first evidence of the things, there's some etchings from the Civil War that shows encamped soldiers playing on instruments made out of cigar boxes. One looks to be a fiddle, the other looks sort of a banjo. So they've been around a while, and poor folks who couldn't afford catalog instruments or anything would make their own things. And I took my olive oil can and fudged around with it and put a pickup in it. And, then I built number 2, and then number 3, number 4. From the turn of the 20th century, it's a Canadian Benson and Hedges cigarette box. It still has the tax stamp on it across the bottom and all, and it has a really nice sound.
So how many again? You made?
Over 170.
I need peace when they lay me down. Yes, I raise my head, I set my sails.
What's the first piece of music you remember playing? Can you remember it?
Red River Valley.
Can you play it?
On this? I don't know.
It's the riff.